street. They go, "Hey, Pat, how are you?" I go, "Yeah!" Woo! Thanks for being here. Episode 33, Al. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
33. I can't either. I literally can't believe it. Episode 32 is the last one because that's how numbers work. But 32 was all about fear and Halloween, right? But, you know, Halloween's over now, Neil. Yeah. So, you know what that means, right?
Definitely do.
No, Neil, no. No, we're not going to go right to... We're going to be thankful, right? This is the episode about Thanksgiving. You know, so we have like a Thanksgiving song?
Right, yeah, I got one.
Neil. No. We're not going right into it. Everyone always forgets about Thanksgiving. We're going to remain thankful, right? That's the theme of the episode. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so don't play it again. What this is the special thankful episode. We have a lot to be thankful for. I'm thankful for my technical staff. I'd like to thank everyone up in the booth, in fact. You've met Kaiser, Wes, and Neil. Hey, guys, how are you? And we have John the doorman. Hello, John. John, pretty good crowd here tonight, huh?
Pretty good crowd, enthusiastic.
I know. So we're going to talk to you in a little bit to play a little game.
Yes.
But before we do that, let's just dive right in, shall we?
Sure.
I'll go first. Okay. Vladimir Putin. You know this guy? You know Vlad. Vladimir Putin. He was quoted recently as saying, "quote Americans don't show enough respect for President Trump." That's right. Yes. No, it's true. He did. Now, Putin, he might limit his country's press. He might oppress and violently crack down on those he disagrees with. He might even have killed an opposition leader using radiation in his toothpaste. But if there's one thing he won't stand for, it's a meanie. We'd love to have Vlad on the show. He's not returning my calls currently. In response to NFL players kneeling for the national anthem, you might have heard about this, the Miami Police Department has reduced the number of officers working the game in protest. So they're upset that players are kneeling, so they've reduced the number of officers that are working the game, which is keeping in line with the department's policy of being threatened by unarmed black men who are just minding their own business. Stephen Hawking's doctoral thesis was released this past week, caused Cambridge University's website to crash. It just completely crashed the website, according to officials. But it wasn't the length of the thesis that caused the crash. It was all the GIFs he used. Apparently, there was just a lot of GIFs, a lot of animated GIFs in Stephen Hawking's doctoral thesis. Who knew? I had no idea. There's a new sale that includes the naming rights for the John Hancock Center. It's just been announced. Yeah, they might sell the building and the naming rights of the building as well. So if another company buys it, the name could be changed, and we'll have to call it something else, just like we call it the Willis Tower. And Cloudgate, right? And pizza, right? Gotta get a Scalia reference in there, right? In response to Keith Olbermann's tweet stating that he didn't like rap until Eminem's diss on Trump. Did you hear about that? He said after like 30 years of not really liking rap, I think I like it now. After Eminem's diss, everyone was like, whoo, whoa. Can we get him a tone whistle? Because that was death. So, Questlove of The Roots has made him a 201-song playlist so he can listen to it and get more familiar with the genre, although Olbermann couldn't hear any of it over the sound of his own smugness. That is a violation of the flag code, Keith. That's a violation of the flag code. The Wikipedia articles of Star Wars subjects, Star Wars subjects such as lightsabers and porgs. That's why there's a porg there. It's a porg. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's from Star Wars. It's a new thing. But these Wikipedia articles were updated anonymously from within the U.S. House of Representatives earlier this week. Yeah, someone in the U.S. House of Representatives updated these articles. And so the first edit included this vital piece of information. Porgs are dope was added to the article about porgs. It's debatable, but at least now we know what Paul Ryan's been doing with his time. Am I right? It's true. No one's dabbing anymore, Paul. No one does that. A man who was rescued from the Taliban says that he thought his captors were joking when they told him Donald Trump was president. It's true. This guy was locked up with the Taliban for 5 years, and they told him Donald Trump was president, and he didn't believe them. That story again, our current president is so ridiculous it made a man held in captivity for 5 years assume the Taliban had a sense of humor. Which they do? I don't know. EPA Chief Scott Pruitt. Environment? What environment? EPA Chief Scott Pruitt. He's adding an additional 12 agents to his security detail, which expands it to 30 in total. 30 security agents for the EPA chief. The expansion comes because Pruitt has received more death threats than any of his predecessors, so that's kind of risky. The new hires are reportedly aware of these death threats and are on the lookout for a 15-story woman made of leaves. You don't want her to turn into Tekka, am I right? It's been reported that Donald Trump claims to own the famous Renoir painting, Two Sisters on the Terrace. Painted here, that's a Renoir, very famous painting. But the Art Institute of Chicago says they have the original Renoir painting, and that Trump's is a fake. I'd take their word for it. But insiders speculate that Trump may have misunderstood the question when asked if he'd ever had two sisters on the terrace before. He's the president! We got a great show for you tonight! Musical guest show You Suck is back again. Comedian Odinaka Ezekoli is here as well. And we're very excited to welcome Jamal Cole to the show for a sit-down chat tonight. From my block, my hood, my city. But first, we're going to play a little game. Little game here on Good Evening Pat Penn, a game called That Being Said. I'll welcome an audience.